My name is Daniela Becerra, and this is my migration story. My family is from Mexico, specifically the city of Guadalajara in the Pacific coast. Despite not knowing a thorough history of our family, we know to have immigrated from Spain and that we have Middle Eastern heritage. Our identity has always been deeply rooted in our Mexican ties and the culture that we have grown up with. In our family, our Mexican culture was always present. My grandpa was a professional wrestler his entire life, whilst my grandma was a mariachi singer well into her 50s. In the 1930s, my paternal great-grandmother migrated with her family to Kansas City because they were very poor. As a teenager, my grandma worked in a household ironing clothing. Thanks to their hard work and dedication, once they were back in Mexico, our family was able to be very financially stable. Our family's economic stability has allowed for a lot of my extended family to travel and live outside of Mexico. Yet we all continue to have a close relationship with each other, and we continue our traditions and to enjoy our culture outside of Mexico. In my life, I have experienced different types of migration. At the age of 4, after my parents separated, my dad took my sisters and I to the United States with help of my family that lived in Texas. We went into the country with my cousin's identification and without the knowledge of my mom. We lived secretly in Texas for close to a year till we finally went back to Mexico and lived in our hometown for 4 more years. Around the age of 9, we moved to Mexico City to live once again with my mom, where due to the profession of my stepdad, we lived a fairly comfortable life. Living in the entertainment industry as a family of a famous wrestler had its own hardships. In 2010, our lives changed when we received a phone call detailing our every move and threatening to kidnap one of my sisters or I. That moment changed our life forever, and after 2 years of living in fear and reclusion, we made the abrupt choice to migrate to the United States. Within 1 week of making such choice, we were at the airport with 1 piece of luggage each. Since moving to Florida 8 years ago, our family has adjusted to the United States, but one thing that is certainly missing is our culture. Despite the large population of Latin Americans in Florida, the Mexican population is small and hard to find. My sisters and I quickly assimilated to the United States, and every day we're conscious of the privilege to live in this country and the way we got here. We've always been grateful that we were able to escape that horrible situation in Mexico unharmed, and that we were able to make this country our home. We also will be always grateful for all of those who helped us along the way, and ultimately for the great sacrifice my parents did when they left everything they've ever known behind to give us a better future.